Hello friends, Namaskar. Myself is Dr. Jinesh Soni. I am an advocate. Today we are going to discuss the important protocols regarding bail in PMLA cases. PMLA means Prevention of Money Laundering case. The important judgment on that point is pronounced by Honorable Supreme Court titled as Manish Sisodia versus ED. ED means Enforcement Directorate. It is pronounced by Honorable Supreme Court. Case number is 8781/24. Judgment is pronounced on 9th of August 2024. In that case earlier, the accused had moved for bail plea, but they were rejected. So in the similar way, whenever we are going to plan for a bail concerning in PMLA cases, we have to understand that. We have to consider the gravity of case. We have to consider the factual score against us to find out the real incriminations. And we are not supposed to be in anxiety while moving the bail. If you are not going to consider all these parameters, then you could not be succeeded to get a proper bail plea in your favor. So, in the present class, I will discuss all these things so that you could update your information concerning bail in PMLA offences. In the present case at hand, the accused was charged initially for the offences defined under the Protocol of Prevention of Corruption Act. Apart from that, he is also charged under IPC and finally charge sheeted as well. The charge sheet was filed as per the protocol of section 7, 7A, 812 of PC Act and sections 420, 201, 120B of IPC is also imposed. But at the inception, there was a complaint to Ministry of Home Affairs by the concerned governor. In the complaint, it is specified that illegalities are committed in framing and execution of Delhi excise policy, and the concerned accused also indulged in the same. And finally, as per direction, the matter was submitted to CBI. At the inception, FIR had been registered. The accused was called multiple times for the purpose of interrogation and inquiry, but finally, when he failed to cooperate and failed to give the proper explanation, he was arrested on the ground that he had committed serious offence punishable as per the Protocol of Prevention of Corruption Act. In the meanwhile, the matter had been taken up by ED on the ground that the alleged offence is a scheduled offence which is part and parcel of investigation of PMLA. And finally, a complaint as per the protocol of section 3 of PMLA was submitted. This time, while moving for bail plea, the defence had emphasized on multiple points. The primary attack of defence is that in the present case at hand, the charge sheet is bulky and lengthy. It is containing nearby 69,000 pages, so it is not an easier task to have a speedy trial for the prosecution. It will take a very long time to be concluded. Apart from that, the prosecution is not fair because certain documents are submitted but material documents are concealed. And just to save their hands, the concerned agency put up the same in category titled as unrelied documents. It is settled legal principle that the concerned authority is totally bound to provide to accused all documents collected during course of investigation so that accused could get the opportunity of fair trial. In the present case, the same is not done by the authorities, and that's why to get the copies, an application was moved as per section 207 of CRPC, which was allowed, and ultimately there would be a long time required to the authorities to supply document. And that's why on ground of inordinate delay, the bail plea is argued emphatically and prayer was made to allow the bail plea. The concerned opposite party means CBI emphasized on section 45 of PMLA and it is submitted that it bars bail plea. Accused is an influential person, and apart from that, we are having a very strong case. Looking into the seriousness of offence, it is prayed by the concerned CBI to decline the bail plea. In counter, the concerned defence submitted that as per section 207 of CRPC, we had moved an application to get the copy of unrelied document. it is succeeded and a long time would be taken by CBI, and that's why on ground of delay the bail plea had been argued. And apart from that, it is submitted that accused is in jail since a long period, and that's why on ground of long incarceration without fault the bail plea is argued. The concerned defense emphasized on the important judgment of Honorable Supreme Court titled as P. Chidambaram versus CBI. The citation is 2020, volume 13, SCC page 337, and apart from that, judgment of Gurubaksh Singh versus State of Punjab, citation is 1980, volume 2, SCC page 565, is also relied by the prosecution. In addition to this, the judgment of Sanjay Chandra versus CBI, citation is 2012, volume 1, SCC page 40 is relied, and it is submitted that even though offence is economic offence, the same cannot be a ground to refuse a bail plea. The basic purpose of bail is to secure the attendance of the accused and to protect the trial instruments. And apart from that, it is emphasized that accused deserve the right to get a speedy trial. In addition to this, judgment of Honorable Supreme Court titled as Satyendra Kumar versus CBI, citation is 2022, volume 10, SCC page 51, is relied. And apart from that, in the light of judgment of Honorable Supreme Court titled as Vijay Mandal, it is submitted that although Section 19 of PMLA inter alia empower the concerned ED to arrest the accused, but this right is to be exercised with fairness and accountability. Apart from that, the judgment of Honorable Supreme Court titled as Pankaj Bansal versus Union of India, citation is 2023, SCC online page 1244 is relied, and judgment of Honorable Supreme Court titled as Arnab Goswami versus State of Maharashtra, judgment citation is 2021, volume 2, SCC page 427 relied. The basic rule is of bail, not jail. It is also emphasized by defense, while emphatically arguing the bail plea. In the present case at hand, it is submitted that there is a delay in conclusion of trial. Apart from that, accused is in jail since a considerable period of time without any fault of his own. The trial is not initiated, and that's why detaining the accused in jail without trial would be a punishment. And that's why when the concerned prosecution is not sincere to conduct the trial in the speedy manner, ultimately they are going to affect the liberties given to the concerned accused as per the mandate of Article 21 of Constitution of India. And when the accused is having the fundamental right to get a speedy trial in that scenario, if it is going to be affected, then the restriction of Section 45 of PMLA could be relaxed. So looking into the facts and circumstances, the bail plea is allowed. So the important point to be noted is that the accused deserves the bail only when charge sheet is filed, it is bulky, material documents are not supplied, and apart from that, there is a delay in the trial proceeding, he is not having the criminal antecedents, and he is facing the proceeding without any fault of his own, inter alia resulted in violation of Article 21 of Constitution of India. In that scenario, the concerned constitutional courts could intervene, and in that perspective, the conditions of Section 45 of PMLA could be relaxed. So I think that I am totally able to cause all of you to understand the topic in a very effective and simple manner. See you in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.